We are going to look at slide 7, and we see the lab experiment called examining elements. And you have a picture of our data table. We showed you that earlier, and we are going to take 2 elements, carbon and sulfur. Those are our 2 elements. According to your data table, we need to write their physical state, solid, liquid, or gas. You can fill that out as I go through. The color, pretty obvious, sulfur, carbon. Now, shiny or dull, I may have to give you a little hint. These would obviously be shiny, all right? When we talk texture, the next characteristic, we want to look at whether it is smooth or rough. And in this case, both carbon and sulfur are quite rough, rigid, however you want to say that. Now, there's a couple terms that we've added to that last column, malleable or brittle. If you read your directions on slide 7, malleable means it can be compressed, can be compressed a little bit. Brittle, obviously, we know what brittle means. Now, as you can see from the table, the directions say to use a hammer to see if this will work. I do not want to destroy our samples, but as you can see, I almost did. These are quite brittle, all right? And our last characteristic is whether these elements, carbon and sulfur, conduct electricity. And to use this, to test this, we use a simple conductivity tester. All right, and you can, as I demonstrate, we have light. Now, we'll see if either of these elements conduct electricity. All right, and again, there's my light. My electricity is being conducted. If I go to the carbon molecule, or excuse me, atom, element, we see no light. Does it conduct electricity? No. We go to the sulfur, we see no light. So we can deduct that neither one of these elements conduct electricity.